You're tuned in to Ask the Master Auto Technician. Car questions? Get answers right now. Call 850-763-0555.
James Auto Center, we fix it right, guaranteed. Beep, 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 yeah.
All right, hey, this is James Morris. We have a gentleman here that's going to be talking about a car show that's going to be at Tyndall Air Force Base. When is that car show going to be, sir?
April, yes.
It's okay, it's early.
The 19th of October, 2 weeks from tonight.
All right.
It'll be open to the public. It's Tyndall Air Force Base's annual Oktoberfest. We'll have Hofbrauhaus out there selling
I'm
all
there.
kind of German food. The club will be selling beer. We've got all kinds of freebies for the kids to play, and a car show, vendors of all kinds, food and various kinds of game items and things and activities of all sorts.
Okay, now this is going to be at Tyndall Air Force Base. How are they going to get on the base?
Don't have to.
What do you
It'll
mean?
be right on Business 98. Go across the bridge.
Yeah.
Go to the first stoplight.
You're
Turn
right.
left. Make an immediate right. You're right there.
Okay, so it's right on Business 98, so they don't have to go on the base itself.
That's exactly
through
right.
the checkpoint.
That's why it can be open to the public.
Okay, it's going to be open to the public. Now, who do you want to be there?
Anybody and everybody, kids especially.
Well, I mean, but what kind of cars? I mean, what kind of
well,
car?
we have a popularity contest car show. There's no expense for anybody to come out except to show up. And we have 3 really nice trophies. The guy that won the first place trophy last year said it was the biggest trophy he'd ever won in his life. So
Well, that's great.
we try and make them nice.
So you're going to have trophies, and you want hot rod cars there, or you want
Hot rod
What
cars.
do you want? I mean, classic cars.
First place last year was a 55 Chevy. Second place was an 87 pickup truck. Third place was a motorcycle.
Wow, I ought to bring my V-Rod there. It sounds like a lot of fun there.
Anything and everything.
Now, okay, if they want more information, they can call who?
They can call me or my office. It's 283-4511 at Tyndall Air Force Base, the Arts and Crafts Center. I'm the director, Lou Freeman.
Lou Freeman. Now, are you military, retired military?
I'm retired reserve,
All right.
and I am a active civil servant.
Very, very good. We need more civil servants out there. That's
yes,
for sure.
of
We
course.
need that. Hey, that's true. We need people to take care of each other out there. Hey, this is James Morris. Make sure you get up with him. Come out to the car show 2 weeks from Friday night. So it's going to be on a Friday night, I presume.
Friday night
Friday
from
night,
4 until 9.
4 until 9, and there's going to be food, beer, and who knows what else will be there.
Oh,
hey,
free pony rides and
Pony rides.
petting zoo.
petting zoo.
Yeah.
Woo, we're going to have Zoo World out there too?
Nope.
Just
Nope.
petting zoo. All right.
It's a petting zoo.
All right. Hey, this is James Morris. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, this is James Morris. I'm here with Les Nelson. They tell me less is more or more is less. What is it, Les?
No, it's less taxes, less spending, less Nelson.
Oh, Les Nelson. That's how it goes. All right. So, Les Nelson for County Commissioner, District 3.
3.
That's right. And your opponent is Bill Dozier.
Bill Dozier, a great guy, but
Yes, he
I'm a
is.
great guy too.
Yeah, they are. They're both great guys. And you've been in Bay County all your life pretty much. haven't you?
Oh, most of my life, since 1989.
And now when I first met you years ago, matter of fact, my first golf game was with this man right here. It was an ugly game, but I really liked it.
But now he's almost a pro.
Oh, that's not true. I'm almost something, but not quite a pro. But Les and I go back a long way. But now, Les, what is your platform? Why should people vote for Les Nelson for County Commissioner?
Well, first of all, my whole career, I served and protected the citizens of the state of Florida. And now what I want to do is be frugal with our money, pay our bills, and I'm telling you, when the BP money comes in, we're not spending it all. We're going to save a lot of that for a rainy day in case we ever go through another recession.
Now, that's one of your platforms. Now, Jerry Gertie put something out about how Santa Rosa County has a permanent fund, and they only spend the interest, not the principal.
Right.
And that way, and that's why they have their ad valorem taxes are less than any county in the state. Is that something you may support
Well,
if you could read into it?
That would be a great idea. You know what I mean? Why don't we, a lot of college scholarships are based that way.
Yes.
You put 10,000 down.
Right.
They don't use the 10,000.
Right.
They use the interest.
That's exactly
And they don't.
right.
The scholarship doesn't come into existence until we have enough interest.
And like the endowment at
And-
Gulf Coast Community College,
yeah.
that's how my Rotary Club, it's the same way. We give them money. They can't spend that money. They can only spend the interest. And
Right.
so that's an idea. Jerry Gertie, who's a Republican. I know you're not
Hey,
a Republican,
But I like Jerry Gertie.
I
I
like
mean,
him.
hey,
every time he comes in the room, I go, Jerry, Jerry. I like Jerry, I really do. Now, it's a good idea. So that's one of the things that try to be more physically conservative with our money, because I know in the past we've kind of spent money not the way we should have spent.
Right. Right.
And I think we could do a better job of being physically conservative, and I guess you do too.
Well, I think we could spend it more wisely. I would be against taking 31 positions from the sheriff. I would rather be safe than sorry on that. But the key here is that you can't spend more than you bring in, and you can't raid other funds to buy something else. We should never go in debt. Never go in debt. You know,
Well, you'll never make it in a federal. You'll never make it in a federal program because they're always in debt.
I know.
State and local, we can't stay in debt. We
No,
can't do it.
but we have to. Campaigns can't cost as much. They can't cost as much. We should have a limit on that. You know what I mean?
I do. I know it gets very expensive. I know most people that have been campaigning spend thousands and thousands of dollars. Even when I ran for county state committee, man, that was a couple of $1,000s just for putting signs up.
And you've done a good job.
I
mean,
didn't win, but
your signs were in the proper places. You were polite to people, and that's the kind of politicians we need.
And everybody's got to play by the same rules
Right.
over here. But anyway, Les, what do you want to tell people before we get off?
Well, James, I consider you a friend, and that first golf game, I wasn't holding back.
All right. We'll talk to you in a minute. Thank you now.
Okay.
Hey, this is James Morris. I am here with the person from the Bay County Sheriff's Office, the posse. Now, you were showing me right here, the Bay County Sheriff's Office in Panama City, Toyota presents the 7th annual rodeo. Tell me about this rodeo. What's it mean?
Okay, this rodeo is our only fundraiser for the Bay County Sheriff's Posse.
Okay.
We're strictly a voluntary organization that works with the Sheriff's Office when we're called upon to help conduct searches for people, property, and evidence at times. This rodeo we take and host every year and get local businesses to help sponsor it so we can have our fundraising and have a successful one.
Now, you're going to have bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, steer wrestling. Now, apparently these are professionals that are doing this, I guess, or are these amateurs?
No, these are professional people that come in and participate. There are some local people that also, but they have to hold a professional card to participate.
Okay. Now, where is this going to be? I don't see where it's at. I just
This
see
is at the Bay County Fairgrounds.
I see that right down the street from my shop. Okay.
Correct.
Now, it's going to be November 9th and 10th, so that's going to be on a Saturday and a Sunday?
Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m.
Friday and Saturday.
Gates will open about 6 o'clock.
Okay. Now, how can people help? If they want to know more about how can they help? I mean, you need sponsors? What do you need?
We need some more business sponsors. They can either make a donation to the Bay County Sheriff's Posse, or they can make a donation in the form of with a banner that we'll display for them to show
Okay,
that
and
they
y'all are
are.
a 501c corporation?
Yes, sir, we are. So
Okay.
it's tax deductible.
Tax deductible now right there. Very, very important out there.
Right.
So, if they want to know more about it, who can they call? If they want to donate or they want to participate, or they even want, I don't know, can they participate? Is there anyone?
They would have to contact the contractor, the one that would have all the information
Yeah.
of that, Sergeant Jim Jenkins of the Bay County Sheriff's Office. Just call the Sheriff's Office and ask for Sergeant Jenkins. He can give that information, tell them who to contact if they want to participate. Also put them in touch with the people that are working with the sponsors and getting them set up for the rodeo.
Well, that sounds pretty good. So this sounds like, now this is your 7th annual. I've only been to one of them about 5 years ago, and they were a lot of fun.
Right.
There was a lot of people there. I was surprised how many people show up for these.
We have quite a few people. The community as a whole supports it real well coming out there.
Well, I tell you what, most of my
Okay.
audience out there support the sheriff office.
And
as
tell
well.
them, don't worry about food, drink. We have vendor concessions out there that will have an assortment or variety of different food items and drinks.
Now, this is going to be kind of like a continuation of the fair. The fair is going on right now, and this is going to be next month. So
Correct.
Selling to save their money.
Save their money.
And show up for that.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on here, and I
Thank you
really
very much,
appreciate it.
Jack.
You're very, very welcome. All right. Hey, this is James Morris. It's Friday Fest downtown, and I've got Greg LaPlante. He's running for no party affiliation, property appraiser. And Greg, would you like to tell us why you're running for property appraiser?
Yes, I'm running for one reason, to get rid of the $2 per acre property tax and to save our schools and community.
So, now, most people don't know what the $2 property tax is. Could you tell my audience what do you mean by that? I don't pay $2 for property tax. I don't think very many people watching do either. So, who are you talking about, or what are you talking about?
More than 60% of the land in Bay County is owned by large corporate property owners, big corporations that pay less than $2 per acre in property tax, and that contributes almost nothing to your schools and your community and makes your property taxes higher to make up for it.
That's true. So they're exempt, I guess, from paying property taxes, and so it ends up putting more of a burden on you and I and things like that. Now, who are getting these property taxes? I mean, is it individuals like me and you, or is it big corporations, or?
No, for the most part, it's big corporations, the St. Joe Company, Profundus Holdings, and several other big corporate landowners that own almost all the land that pay next to nothing in property taxes.
Now, what these the properties for sale, I guess, and these properties are out here. So if they're only paying $2 or $3 an acre for it, what happens if the property up for sale? I mean, and they sell it for what, $500,000, $2 million? They get pay taxes in, or what?
Well, I'd imagine they paid the whatever income taxes or whatever. But in the meantime, here you have these big, massive landowners that owned all this land and pay next to nothing in property taxes, and it's just really hurting our schools and community.
Now, if I understand correctly, giving these exemptions is at the discretion of the property appraiser.
Right.
He can say yay or nay.
That's correct.
So I know that Bay County needs more tax revenue because we have problems. Right now I think the sheriff's office is having to let 31 people off. I know the Bay County properties appraiser is having to let people go too, or they're on the downside. They didn't get theirs. So why is he giving exemptions, or why would they do that?
They just need to move forward. I mean, we're in the year 2012 now. They need to leave this $2 per acre issue behind. They need to step forward. The $2 an acre does not pay the bills for Bay County.
No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't. Okay. So if people want to know more about the $2 an acre or your platform, what's your website?
My website is gregforbaypa.com. That's gregforbaypa.com. And the website has almost all the information on there. Okay. It's really good.
All right. Well, this is James Morris. Get hold of Greg LaPlante. He's running for Bay County Property Appraiser, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
James Auto Center, we fix it right, guaranteed.